Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Aly Wilkins. If it's your first time here, welcome. I'm an author, I'm a teacher of the ancient feminine, I'm an oracle and a seer. If you're coming back to the channel, welcome back. So today's message we're going to talk about is like kind of pulling back from the current moment and looking at from a really broad perspective what is happening on the earth, and as far as like in relation to our to creating the new earth. So I haven't talked about this in a really long time, but it feels like it's a good space. I'm just gonna like get comfy, don't mind me, I'm putting my feet up. So giving you permission to do the same. We just haven't talked about it from this angle because I feel like, for myself at least, I've been really like in the details and in the trenches for a while of like what's actually going on in a much more like specific, nuanced way, right? Looking at the deep details of things. So we've been asking for a long time, collectively, also especially light workers, desiring for the new earth to come, right? We've been like honoring our own role and bringing forth a completely changed society that is working out of great harmony, returning the golden ages, because right now we're in the darkest ages of the 26,000 year cycle. If you don't know about that cycle, it's really, really interesting. I'll put another video up here that I did about the astrological ages of time. That's just really fascinating to learn about. So anyway, we've known that we're in this space where we are wanting to create change, and we're in the beginning stages of that. And what's happening now, although it's like horrific and so horrible and so much rage and so much grief, like with all the genocides we're seeing, it's actually exactly what we've been asking for, because we've been wanting to see the end of corrupt politicians, right? All these things, and it's all revealing itself. It's all showing itself. And the thing that I think we can easily get lost in is like, yeah, it's horrifying to watch genocide happen and then watch how our government responds to it. And it's horrifying to see how the earth is being so abused at the hands of humans, right? But in order to change it, we have to have the masses see it. And I'm sure, like, for me at least, I wasn't aware of the nuances. Like, I knew the earth was being raped and pillaged, but I didn't know the nuanced details of specific things that are being brought to our attention. So then when we see it, it's like, oh my God, so painful. But it's important that it comes up, because then we can create change from that. So really, when we look from a higher level at what's happening, it's like everything is actually on track. Like, we're wanting to create this change and have a different sort of society that does rule with harmony, and that's happening. The only thing is about it that we have to see the ugliness first, so that we see how it has been portrayed in the past, and also that we see so that we don't repeat it, but also so that we can learn new ways of doing things, right? And if you look at the situations that are happening right now, this awareness being brought about how Palestinians have been treated for like 75 plus years, how people in the Congo have been treated, what their life has been like, especially in the last like 10, 15 years, you know, like learning the details about those things then allows us to see like, how is it that we actually do ethically resource things? And people, like, when we are faced with seeing the atrocity, we will make change, right? And we're slowly starting to see the masses, while some people will stay in avoidance and ignorance and just, you know, hardened and not wanting to see it, the majority of people will rise up to it. The majority of people will say, okay, what's my part in creating change? And then that's change forever, 444, that is implemented, right? So just a reminder, if you need some like good news, because I know with everything happening, we might need a little bit of good news. Like, we're on track, you know, and it's just our willingness and our dedication to continue. And for me, I have this very strong vision about Lemuria that I can remember, where Lemuria, of course, is an ancient civilization where everything was really rooted in great harmony and great spiritual wisdom and maturity and awareness. and leadership conducted itself completely differently. And there were leaders representing basically every area of living life. So for example, if a company wanted to create a product, and this is not how they were doing things back then, there wasn't that like exchange system, everyone just received things because they existed and deserved it, you know, like there wasn't the capitalistic system we have today. But if we were to begin to implement this is how I see it happening. Companies having people on their teams, like the representative for animal welfare, this is the representative for humanitarian welfare, this is the representative for air quality, this is the representative for like quality of product, you know, this is the representative for sustainable materials. With that, it's ensured that anything that's created, sold, delivered is harmless to anything on the planet. We would have to change a lot of our systems and structures for that to happen, but it's like very doable, right? These are the sorts of changes that can begin to be implemented. So even in your own, what I'm really excited about is like how this is we're going to start seeing this change within corporations and companies, because we're not going to see like the capitalistic system fall all of a sudden, right? How it is now needs to change for sure, but ultimately we just need to bring more harmony and awareness of all life into it. So what I'm really excited about this is how companies are going to begin to implement this, because there's tons of companies already that do create like new ways of creating sustainable products, and every single company could implement that sort of thing. So I'm really interested to see, I feel like the next move is companies changing up their leadership, changing up their root values, and changing up the way that everything even operates within the leadership, because that's steering the ship of how products are created, how products are transported and delivered, how employees are treated, you know, and thinking about like if you are an employee, if you worked for a company, like what are some of the things that would be really cool for you to have access to. You know, something I'm personally doing, like a new thing I'm bringing into my own business, is starting to think about like how is it that I can support companies with giving their employees Akashic record sessions, or supporting them with mentorship, like acting as an oracle for companies. And that's something I was like very against for a long time, and now I'm like, no, because I can see the necessary need for that sort of thing and how much that would support employees. So thinking for yourself, just like thinking about these sorts of things brings them into the collective mind. So like, what is it? And I would love to hear this actually in the comments. What are some cool things that you would love to see companies begin to transition doing? What are different roles you would like to see? What are different perks you would like to see, for example? How is it that you would like to see your own company you work for, or businesses in general, shift to support this more humanitarian and more harmonious stage that we're moving into? So those are just some thoughts for a little quick video for you today. I hope you're having a beautiful day, sending your heart lots of love, and I'll see you on the next video. And make sure you subscribe if you liked it. Like the video, comment. I love hearing what you guys have to say. All right. Also, if you have a company and you want me to be your oracle, you can email me, Aly Wilkins abundance@gmail.com, or you can tell anyone you know about that. Open and welcome to you guys' help in this also. All right. I'll see you in the next video.